Peace, infinite waters diving deep once again. Is it the shirt, the mansion, how big my muscles are? Then what? Can I get a hello there? How to be more attractive to women. This is sexology, water, fire, hot, cold, yin, yang. I get a lot of questions around this topic, so I'm going to address it right now. I say the most attractive person in the room is the one who finds themselves the most attractive. I'm going to share with you what's helped me along my journey. Now, a lot of us guys are told that we need big muscles to be more attractive. So we spend our whole lives working on the external part of ourselves to look better, which is wonderful. At the same time, a lot of us neglect our inner balance. And once you have inner balance, once you know thyself, that is universally attractive. You can't make someone be attracted to you. First of all, you have to be their type. At the same time, you can become your own attraction. This is universally attractive. So, once you become a master of your craft, you find the one you love doing what you love. Women, am I the spokesperson for women? Of course not. The ones I've met have talked to me about how they love seeing men with passion. Once you are following your true calling, this is super attractive. Why? Because now you are loving yourself 100%. You are in self-care. So not only are you taking care of your physical appearance, because looks do matter, at the same time, you are reconnecting back to your true authenticity. That is super attractive. You are not just being so hard all the time, because that is what a lot of us men have been taught. But you are connecting also to your feminine energy, which is super powerful. Why every woman loves a bad boy. Why do we hear the talk of women loving bad boys? The psychology of this is because anybody who is prepared to jump from a plane is attractive. That's a given. Why so? Because if you were going to jump off a building, then imagine what you would do for me in a relationship. So taking risks is attractive universally. That is why a lot of women gravitate to the so-called bad boy, because they are breaking rules. At school, they don't want to listen. They are alpha males. They create their own reality, their own rules. So once again, it goes into they are the protector. Because they are secure in themselves, it means that they trust themselves, they have that confidence, and this is super attractive. But mastering your craft, which is becoming your own attraction, begins when you are so focused on your higher calling that it drives you. It wakes you up every single day. And now you become a magnet of attraction because you become inspirational. When you are feeling sorry for yourself, when you don't like yourself, you lose your sex appeal. You become less attractive because if you are not comfortable with yourself, how can any woman be comfortable with you? We can also go to be a giver. That is an easy way to become more attractive. The giver is the one who not only just pays for meals. You don't have to go through all of that hassle as well. You can do that. It's wonderful to do. But the giver is when men embrace their masculine energy 100%, you begin to embody the principle, which is about openness. So many men tell me that they haven't found anybody and they are nervous in approaching women. The giver is that classical archetype of the guy who just starts speaking to women freely, not because they want anything, but they're gonna share with them information about how to raise their consciousness level. Whether it's about food, whether it's something which they can grow and learn from. Because many people in relationships across the board, it's just about what can I get from this person instead of what can I give. When you become the giver, which is the warrior prince, the warrior king, it's not just about giving to one woman. It's about giving to your community. Once you start giving to your community, helping the planet evolve, this is super attractive because once again, you are showing that you are able to move out of your comfort zone. And that is super attractive. Many times, people wonder why so many women love these R&B singers. A singer with a very feminine voice. Because once again, when we talk of sexology, it's all about the fusion between the yin and the yang. Because so many of us men have been conditioned to hide our emotions, now we can never pierce the core of a woman. Why so? Because if you can't open up, how do you expect people around you to open up? So expressing your emotions is super attractive because now you are touching the woman in her heart space. The gentleman. It's about having that level of respect for yourself, also for your woman, also for your family. Women love to see a man that has a good relationship with his mother. Because if you are respecting your mom, chances are you are gonna respect the woman you are with. So family relationship, guys, is essential when we talk of attraction. Let's go on to the big secret, which is all about attraction. How does it begin? It is not only through looks. That is a key component though. But at the same time, whenever you feel negatively towards women, this is going to affect how you interact with them. Look at certain music videos, the songs we hear. All of this is shaping our perception of how we see women. Therefore, it is affecting how we interact with women. Loosen up. Smile more, because once again, you are entering the heart space. It's not about being Mr. Macho Man. I'm super tough. Because once again, you talk to the mind, you don't talk to the woman's heart. In ancient times, you had many men who went in the wilderness, and women were falling head over heels. Why so? Because they had adopted a higher principle of living. That's the secret. Whenever you have a high ideal, this is super attractive. When you don't just see a woman as a sex object, but more so as a mother of humanity, that is super attractive. Once you start looking at the kinds of foods you are eating, a lot of women say they love when I talk about food, healthy, plant-based food. Because once again, taking care of yourself through the food you are eating is attractive, because it shows that you can make a good meal. It shows that you are aware of what the plant-based foods can do for you. You're taking care of your inner wellness. Many times when we talk of attraction, people are afraid to approach, and confidence is essential. Confidence is also in the body language, how you carry yourself. If your head is bowed down to the ground, no confidence. So this becomes less appealing, because once again, it is showing that you don't trust yourself. If you don't trust yourself, how are you going to trust me? But once you walk with confidence, your spine is straight, automatically, this is universally attractive. And then, lastly, it's all about communication. I say the 5 secrets of a great relationship are communication, appreciation, trust, passion, and having fun. But being a good communicator is universally attractive. Many times, women tell me that the man they are with doesn't listen to them. So, to be a good communicator, you have to become a better listener. And communicating is not just about, oh, did you see the game? It's about diving deep and creating a greater chemistry with the woman you are with. That's the secret. Chatting, not just because it's a chore, a necessity, but because it is out of your choice. And also, to have fun. That is super attractive. Whenever we are so serious, once again, we begin to lose that inner child. And the most attractive thing is once you cultivate your inner child, tap into your childhood passions, delve in there, get lost in there, and all of a sudden you become a magnet of attraction. But once again, we have no control over who is attracted to us. The secret is becoming your own attraction, because you find the one you love doing what you love. Love yourself 100%. We're here. And be authentic. Infinite waters. Diving deep once again. Stay well. Stay healthy. Peace.